I'm Chris with Pivot Cycles, and I'm here with Ron Koch, also with Pivot Cycles. Ron is our media relations and content coordinator, and also a long-time former magazine editor for Bicycling Magazine, and a former test rider for Mountain Bike Action.
Yes.
And and now he's with us. But in his former life as a magazine editor, he's always pushed us for long travel 29ers, and we're here today to talk about the Firebird 29. And so Ron's got a unique perspective on that. So this is our new Firebird 29. It's 162 millimeter travel in the rear, 170 millimeter travel in the front. Very short chain stays, longest reach of any bike that we've really ever done, and just an incredibly burly but also lightweight chassis. So complete bikes, XTR, come in under 30 pounds. So Ron, you were pretty excited about this bike when we launched it. It's something you've been asking me for, when you were at the magazine. So what's your impression?
Yeah, so I've been asking for this bike for a couple years now, since the introduction of the Switchblade, which is one of my favorite bikes. And yeah, I just wanted something that took it even farther. You know, I love the big wheels and the geometry packaging that you guys did. So a little's good, more is better, and that's what you brought with this bike. And yeah, riding it for the first time in Moab was incredible. I've actually never ridden a bike that you can, short of a downhill bike, that you can just point in a straight line and lean back and let it eat. Like, it's amazing. But the beauty of this bike, because of that geometry packaging, it's still nimble in the corners. It doesn't feel like a gangly, what you would consider a long travel 29er to feel like. It's really a very versatile mix, and it climbs incredibly. It's everything I had dreamed for and more, actually.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, some of the things we did with this bike, a lot of different iterations, but keeping those chainstays short compared to the competitors in the marketplace, and continuing to stretch that reach out, finding that balance in overall wheelbase and head tube angle. C-tube angle actually just sits a little bit north of 75 degrees on this bike. The whole package is designed to be able to really crush it on the downhills, but you got to be able to climb too, and
yeah.
We always like to build bikes that can climb. I don't have any chairlifts in Phoenix, and you don't have any chairlifts in your area
No,
either.
I do not.
Everything's a pretty steep climb, so that's really the one of the biggest things that makes the Firebird special. And just the burliness of the chassis and the ability that there's just no flex anywhere. The size of the bearings, the width of the lower DW link, and now we've got the mini clevis on it, so that shortens up considerably. This bike gets much more ramp on it. It's actually coilover compatible, and yeah.
And I coined the term EWS race ready when we were launching this bike, and then Eddie Masters proved it, 2 podiums and a stage win at Whistler. So yeah, kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, it definitely took Eddie's game up. He's already been going fast this year, but once he got on this bike. So when you look at this bike too, a lot of times if you're used to riding a large or if you're used to riding a medium, probably take a little time to look at the geometry chart, because it's long. And you might be able to step back a size on that. I know Eddie started out on the large, then went back down to the medium. I ride a large in a Switchblade, went back down to the medium. Keeps
Same
that
here.
nimbleness and allows you to still, you were an extra large, now you're on a large.
On this, yeah.
So yeah, that's the new Firebird 29. Little preview of the new XTR. We'll see that someday soon, in a shop near you. And yeah, thanks for taking a look at this on MTBR, and we'll see you next year.